Hello YouTube, thanks for watching. In this video I want to talk about my kind of workflow, but I also want to talk about the power of what AI can do for you. In this video I'm not going to be talking about releasing a system as such. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you what I'm using AI for and maybe give you some ideas as how you could consider leveraging up what you can do with AI. Like I say, I'm not releasing a system here. Don't look at this system and think, how can we get access to this system? Because this is something I basically built in a couple of days. And I'm not a programmer. I'm not a developer. I don't do coding myself. In 2025, I've built many different systems. I built in the entire system of MLM Lead Pro, and the first version of that was built in about 3 weeks. I then duplicated that and turned a new system into Profits Express. And I also built another system, Rebrand Express, and various different apps on there. But I'm bringing out systems within hours. I'm building systems within days. And some of the systems I bring out are systems that I personally use that I would probably never. And this is one such system. Why am I making this video? Don't think of this as a tease or anything like that. People are going to say, how can I get this system? But I'm not releasing this system. I'm just saying that, guys, some of the stuff that you can do with AI is incredible and it's just going to get better and more powerful. Don't think of just using AI to automate what you're doing. Don't think of it just, I need a Facebook post. Let's go on to ChatGPT and just get it to write me a post and boom. If that's all you're using ChatGPT for, then you're kind of missing a trick here. Let me just go. I literally built this system in a couple of days over the weekend because I just needed something. And I looked at things like, it's called Hootsuite or a lot of these social media planner tools. And they're complicated. And I just couldn't get into them. I got overwhelmed and just got frustrated and it kind of defeated the whole object. And I ended up working harder than I needed to. And the whole point of a lot of those tools were it actually is supposed to help me and streamline everything and leverage up what I was doing at the same time. I decided to build my own. This is it. What it is, it allows me to organize myself and I can just basically post. It's also powered by AI itself because I've integrated OpenAI that actually writes me out my own script and everything. And I'll just show you. It's not just, you might be thinking, well, what's the point of this video if you're not going to release it? Well, guys, I'm just saying that you could build something like this if you think about it. You could just go onto ChatGPT and spend a bit of time kind of brainstorming, planning how to build something like this. But when I come to this page and I'm thinking about posts, I've got many different kind of ideas as to what I want to post. But what I'm doing now is I'm just adding things so that in the future, as I build up data about my channels, I can see what posts are working, what posts are perhaps not working much. I can repost certain content because a kind of a diary, if you like, or repurpose I can reuse. I needed something to organize me, but I also needed a way to really level up and crank up what I needed. I've got a kind of a focus tracker where I can see what I've done and if I'm staying focused. I've got a daily planner, which you've already seen, and it's all drag and drop. I can change the times, I can move stuff around and it automatically saves. And the reason why I want to put it, I've already decided, I already know on my channels, it says Instagram here and it says Facebook here, and it tells me that for me, living in Japan, these are the best times according to my analytics, according to my channels, when to post on these platforms. 12 is another time to post for me. I don't do a vast amount on TikTok. And I need to put some stuff here. TikTok, it tells me my best time. YouTube, 12 a.m. for some reason. Well, because I'm based in Japan and people in the USA who tend to see my videos the most are seeing them around 12 a.m. That's a good place to put them. And then I can look at sort of up and coming stuff. Sorry, where am I? Oh, let's go to today. Stuff I've posted today. And I can just switch to the weekly planner and see what's coming, what I've got scheduled up and coming. And again, I can drag and drop stuff all over. I just created this. And some of the stuff I can do, I can copy this to clipboard and it shows post onto the different platforms. Click here, it automatically copies it to clipboard. I can paste it like this and then immediately post. What it does is it just organizes me, keeps everything that I've posted saved. I can see what's working. And then when I come back here, I've also got my insights area where I can see. And it's also powered by AI. I've hooked it up with OpenAI. It can give me some insights, and I've saved some insights. It tells me precisely what things are working, suggested new post ideas, and I can copy that and just save some ideas later on. Or I can generate a new insight based on my new data. And I can just star these based on my analytics. When I'm looking at my Facebook, I can just say which posts performed well. I can just analyze with AI. For example, if I click this, it'll analyze the post using AI. I built this in, guys. I hooked it up with ChatGPT and it gives me an insight. It tells me my hook. It gives me some recommendations, suggested improvements, and then that just saves. I can write my own notes. I had a lot of great insights. People liked my video, blur or whatever. I can write the notes myself. I can star it, which ones perform slightly less, and it organizes it automatically. And this gives me an idea as to what I can post moving forward as I collect the data. That's why I'm saving all this for later. I can save my graphics into my graphics. This automatically saves my graphics into my gallery. I can search. It puts all the best graphics that seem to perform best at the top based on my barring. I can tag, I can download, I can repost and on. This is a really cool part as well. It automatically dates it wherever I am. It sets the time. We're almost 12 o'clock. It sets to the nearest hour. And then I can just type something. I just type any random text in there. And then I use the built-in AI feature there to generate the post. It's given me a nice post based on my preferred, because I've already programmed it in to set it the way I can put a link in there because I've already hard-coded my preferred opportunity links, and it automatically puts the links that I've used most recently at the top. This is Texitcoin related. I put that in there and it puts my referral link in there. And then what I do is down here, it gives me, I can put in a prompt optional prompt or inspiration. But I can also either put in the prompt myself. I've got a little drop down to give me my master prompt, my recommended other prompt styles. But what I can also do is I can generate an AI prompt based on the post that I've already got in here. What the AI will do is it'll check the post and what it's related to, and also use my custom programmed method that I prefer, and then just generate the prompt. It gives me the kind of prompt that I like. I can go to my prompt recommendation. I can go to freepik.com and then generate. It doesn't always come up with the best kind of things, but you regenerate and on, or you use whichever tool you prefer, like ChatGPT, and then it generates the graphic. Well, I probably generate that again. It's not bad. I don't know why I gave a mining operation, kind of different. But anyway, you'll get my point. I can download that, go back to my board, and then I can just drag that in there. And this is also pretty cool because what it does is it automatically uploads it, but before it uploads, it automatically makes the size perfect than what I need. So it's not too large. And then I can just save that, and it's just saved. So there it is. And then if I go to my daily planner and just click refresh, it's saved there. I can post it if I want to on the various platforms, or I can see it on my weekly planner, and there it is. I can change if I want to post it. I change my mind. I want to post it another day, or maybe down into the future or whatever. But I found that 6 a.m. for me is a very good time when I work, but it's too early for me. I mean, I do wake up at around 6, but I'm not ready to post normally. But if I prepare myself and I schedule something ready, I can just put that there. And I know that when I open up my planner, I know what I'm going to be posting. So yeah, it just gets me organized. It frees up my time. It tells me the best times to post, like on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. And then YouTube as well. I can prepare myself and schedule that out. When I post long form YouTube videos, what I also use is for example, Opus Clip that automatically clips my YouTube videos into shorts. And you've probably seen some of my shorts on, like this, for example. This is from a YouTube video, a long form, but then it turned it into a short form. And it automatically uses AI to really clip everything out, gets the best parts. So that's how you can really free up your time, but stay so that people can stay engaged with you, which is important. And I can just see what I've posted in the past. But this is a brand new tool that I created, and it literally took me a couple of days. I just thought I need something to organize myself. There's nothing out there that works for me. I get overwhelmed with a lot of tools. I'm kind of, what's the word? I have ADHD, so sometimes things just really feel overwhelming. And I that's why I don't jump into a lot of opportunities early. I take time to think about it. And believe it or not, sometimes people think that I'm just all over the place. I don't know. But the truth is I struggle because I need a good watch. I need to be able to stay focused on what I'm doing. Otherwise, I just get completely disorientated and I just don't know what I'm doing. So this is just helping me to organize. So what was the purpose of this video? It's not because I'm releasing anything. I'm sorry guys, there's probably no way I'm going to release this. It would just require me to somehow build an admin panel, which I don't have, or it would require me to set up tutorials or whatever. And I don't think what I would want to charge for it would be appropriate to what most people would be willing to pay for. But I think a lot of people can get access to good tools like Hootsuite, or I can't remember what they're called. There's so many I've looked at, and I personally didn't like many of them because they just did more than I needed. So this is all I needed. It does everything that I really want, and it organizes me in a way that I can delete stuff that I won't need, or I can just repurpose stuff and add back into the system, copy the prompt, copy the text, or just reuse or repurpose or whatever. I can edit. I can set it as posted or not. And it has these little labels, the little things like the labels just allows me to see what's done, what's not done. And that's good. That's what I need. Anyway, I hope this video gives you some insight on what you could create with AI. Get onto ChatGPT, start learning a little bit of kind of a bit more advanced techniques. It's just going to get easier and easier. I mean, in time, you're not going to need a developer to do a whole lot of stuff. You're not going to need to spend a whole lot of money to do what you need. And it's not just developing tools like this is not just about what you're personally going to release or sell. Sometimes what makes the most money is just getting you organized. So you can keep some of your apps to yourself because you're thinking there's nothing else out there. There's nothing that I could use. And actually, this system actually saves me a lot of money because I don't need to spend $20, $25 a month or $30, $50, $100 a month for a system that actually does precisely what I need and organizes me a whole lot better. So anyway, thanks for watching, and use AI to your advantage just to really streamline what you're doing. Thanks for watching. Cheers, guys. See you in the next video. Bye for now.